isn't it? Victor's gone to go and get drinks. Would you care to join us? What's got your wand in a knot? The enemy? Who wasn't wanting his autograph? Besides, the whole point of the tournament is international magical cooperation. To make friends. What? What? Is that what you think? You know the solution then, don't you? Next time there's a ball, pluck up the courage and ask me before somebody else does. And not as a last resort. Where have you been? Never mind, off to bed, both of you.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do Hermione's Yule Ball makeup look. I'm also going to be doing a quick hair tutorial too at the end, so stay tuned for that if you want to see that too. But this is the makeup and hair completed. I just recently completed my Yule Ball cosplay and a lot of you were asking me how I did the look, so here it is. Alright, so let's get started. So I have already moisturized my face. So for my foundation, I'm using L'Oreal Paris's Infallible Pro Glow foundation in the color 202. So what I like to do first is to spritz my beauty blender with the Pixi Skin Treats Vitamin Wake Up Mist. So it just helps wake up my skin, and also you use less of your foundation product that way. So just going all over my face and also over my eyelids in kind of a pressing circular upward motion. Next, I'm going to prime my eyelids with Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion. So just going all over my lid and also up to the brow bone, because we will be putting some color up there too. Then I'm just going in with my favorite concealer. It's Maybelline's Fit Me in the color 15 Fair. So just going under my eyes and also over my blemishes. And I will be listing all of the products that I used in the description box. So next I'm going to set that all with my CoverGirl powder in the color 205 Ivory. So just going under my eyes, over my eyes as well, and all over my face just to set my foundation. Okay, so we're going to start on the eyes now. I'm using this Marcelle Kohl eyeliner in the color White, and I'm going to go under my brow bone and also in the corners of my eyes. So it's basically to give a white base to those areas of the eye, where we're going to also be adding some shimmery white on top afterwards. And I'm just smudging it all out with my finger. So now for the eyeshadow, I'm using this Perfect Wonder Woman palette from MAC, and it has all these amazing perfect pink colors. So basically I'm going to be using the first three that you see there. So to start, I'm grabbing that middle pink color, and I'm going in my crease and on the ends and kind of fanning outward and upward, but I'm not going to be going on the lower corner of my eye. So I'm not going to be putting any shadow towards my lash line. I'm just going on the other side. So then I'm taking that slightly darker pink color and doing the same thing, but just focusing more on the outer edge of the eye. Once again, fanning outward and upward. So it's important to note that these colors are leaning more towards purpley fuchsia rather than reddy rosy pink. So next I'm taking the lightest shade here, and it's a very light shimmery pink, and I'm just putting it all over my lid using my finger and blending it all together. So next I'm taking an angled brush and going in with that medium pink, going all along my lower lash line. And then I'm taking the darker one and just sticking to the outer corner of my eye. Just going over again with that white pencil. So next I'm using this shimmery white color from my Sephora Cinderella eyeshadow palette, and the color is called Ball Gown. So basically it's a nice white shimmery color, and I'm going over that area on my brow bone as well as in my inner eye. And this is going to basically make the white sparkle and shimmer. So next I'm using a MAC brown eyeliner pencil and just going on the outer corner of my lash line there and fanning it outwards, kind of creating a small little wing. And just lining the inner waterline there. And then on my lower lash line, just on the outer corner. So next, from the Naked 2 Basics palette, I'm grabbing that medium brown color and just putting tiny little lines under my eyes there to kind of mimic Emma's natural depth that she has right there under her eye. Next, just curling my lashes, I'm going to apply some mascara. The mascara that I'm using is NYX's Worth the Hype. So next I'm going to do my brows, and I'm using Too Faced Brow Envy. So I like to take that little gel there and just brush through my brows to make them more tame. And then I'm using the small little angled brush and that darker brown color, and I'm just going to try to make my brows more straight and angled upward. I'm just cleaning up the line there with a nude colored pencil. So using that same Naked 2 Basics palette, this is one of my favorite palettes for cosplay because it just has all the good contour colors that you'll ever need. So for my nose, I'm using the medium brown there called Frisk, and just going in the corners at the top of the nose and then bringing it down. And I'm trying to give my nose a upturned look, so go under the nose with the shadow. On the sides of the nose too, bringing it down, but make sure not to go too far down because it'll just make your nose look a lot longer. So make sure to stop that line just where the ball of your nose begins. And keep adding more shadow underneath your nose. And so I'm also going in with the same color right on my chin there. And also in my temples. And just right there on my forehead. I'm not going to be contouring my cheeks at all because her cheeks are plump and youthful looking. So just going to be starting with the blush right away. I'm using my Morphe palette, Warm Master 8W, and the color I'm using is Goals. So just going in the apples of my cheeks there with my blush brush. So next I'm going to start on the lips, and I'm just adding some concealer right there on the ends of my lips and blending it out because Emma's lips are small and pointy. So I'm starting with my lip liner. The color I'm using is Annabelle's 010 Natural Rose. Sorry about the camera, I didn't realize it was cut off. So next for the base color I'm using Anastasia's Liquid Lip in the color Soft Lilac and just dotting it and smudging it out as a kind of undercolor. Then I'm using this Yves St Laurent pink gloss, and I'm really extra, so I'm using like 4 different lip colors for this, but you really don't have to. Just one simple pink gloss would do, but I really wanted to get it exact. So the next thing I'm using is L'Oreal's Crushed Foil Metallic Lip Gloss in the color 15. And then last but not least, I'm using Lime Crime's Diamond Crushers in the color Unicorn and just dabbing on a tiny little specks on my upper and lower lips and just smudging it out. That gives the sparkly kind of 90s effect. And then I'm using the same Naked Basics palette and taking an angled brush and just going on the outer corners of my lips to make my lips extend a little further than they do, like Emma's. And also right there in the Cupid's bow. And we can't forget the freckles, so I'm using the same MAC Brown eyeliner pencil. Make sure it's really sharp and just do a few sporadic little dots here and there, across your nose, across your cheeks, up above your forehead. It doesn't look like she has as many freckles as she usually has in this look because it looks like she may have applied like her own foundation or something to look all nice for the Yule Ball. So I'm not making the freckles as evident as I normally would. And so that's it, actually. That's the completed look for the makeup. I'm going to do the hair now, so stay tuned for that if you want to keep watching. See you on the flip side! Okay, so for the hair, I actually used Lopsy's hair tutorial that she put up several years ago because I actually had no idea how to do it, and then I started looking up tutorials and I found hers, and I thought hers was the best one, the most accurate looking one, so I just copied her tutorial. So I'll leave the link in the description box for that, but if you want to keep watching my half-assed attempt, then by all means. So normally for this look I would curl my entire head, but for the sake of the tutorial, I just did the front pieces because I was really lazy and I didn't feel like curling my entire head just for this. Anyway, so what I just did was I took 2 front sections and I just sectioned them off with clips, and then I tied a little underneath section away with a little elastic. I also took a section at the top of the hair, and that's going to be my poof section, and just also clipped that away. And with the remaining hair, I am just tying it back in a ponytail. So now with the ponytail, we're going to do a couple of little loops. So basically you just take little sections of the ponytail and loop it around your finger, and keep doing that for the whole ponytail, and basically that is going to be your bun. I have no idea what I'm doing. So here's a back view, just looping it around my finger and bobby pinning that in place. So yeah, as you could see, the reason why you would need to curl your hair beforehand is because all those little extra hairs would look a lot better if it was curled. They would already naturally be falling in a curl, so it wouldn't be as messy looking. But you know, I'm lazy, so. Okay, so now I'm taking my top poof section and combing through it, making it nice, and then twisting it and bobby pinning it in place back there. So obviously with the excess, what you're going to do is make some more loops. So just make sure that all the loops are kind of in the same spot so that it keeps the illusion that it's a single bun. Okay, now I'm taking the front sections and smoothing them back, bobby pinning them back where they are, and making another little loop with the excess hair. So same thing on the other side, smooth it back, bobby pin in place, and make another little loop with the excess. And then I bobby pinned the side chunk in place just so it doesn't move around. Pull out some little hairs in the front. And then I am going with my curling iron and curling those front sections. And now I'm curling the side chunk. So do that in a couple strands just so they're nice, thin, spirally curls. Don't mind my lip syncing. I think I was listening to Taylor Swift or something. Okay, so now I'm going to put in these little bobby pins that I found from Forever 21. So they just have these little jewels on them. And I'm putting in 3, so 1 on either side and 1 kind of in the back. And can't forget the earrings. These were a gift from my sister Carm many, many years ago for Christmas. And I just love them so much. And so there you have it. That's the completed makeup and hair look. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all your support always. I really, really appreciate it. And if you decide to do this makeup or hair look, please remember to tag me. I'd love to see what you come up with. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Bye!